We want to welcome you to the 2019-2020 school year at Calvary Christian School. What we've done to help smooth the entrance into this school year is we've provided a few short videos that will describe some of our processes and procedures that you may need to know. We hope you enjoy them. This year, Melody and I had the privilege of attending a graduation of a former CCS student from the United States Military Academy at West Point. These highly motivated young men and women live by a simple honor code that guides their actions. A cadet will not lie, cheat, steal, or tolerate those who do. This honor code is short, easy to remember, and serves as a guide for their academic pursuits. With this in mind, CCS has adopted an honor code. Like the West Point honor code, this code will guide our actions and attitudes and words. Additionally, it will serve as the foundation for the CCS Code of Conduct and the administration's disciplinary decisions. It is short, easy to memorize, and will serve as our theme for the 2019-2020 school year. I will honor God, my family, my peers, and my school with my head, my heart, and my hands all the time. Our goal is to equip the next generation to impact the world for Christ. We do this by partnering with parents and churches in educating their children in the faith.
Hi, my name is Tonya Burns, and I have the privilege of serving our CCS children and families as the elementary principal. As a CCS alumni and faculty member of over 18 years, my mission is to support and partner with you and our teachers as together we fulfill our mission of equipping the next generation to impact the world for Christ. This year, we will welcome the addition of a second first grade class, led by alumni Miss Sarah Krieger. In addition, we are excited to have one of our 1996 CCS alumni, Miss Susan Plummer-Jensen, join the CCS faculty as the lunchroom monitor and assistant to the fourth grade classroom. And each of our tenacious, creative elementary team will be right in place leading your elementary children this year. As we begin our year, I'm looking for a leading coach for our multi-time regional winning Lego robotics team, which engages students in grades 5 through 9. If you're interested, please contact me by email or by a phone call. This is Space Camp year for our 5th and 6th grade students. We'll be ready to receive chaperone registrations from 3:30 to 5:30 during our orientation time on Thursday, August the 15th. All chaperone registrations will be accepted along with the $200 fee at that time. Please refer to your emails regarding chaperone selection. Now, let's jump forward to the end of your child's academic day, giving us some hints and some tips on carpool procedures. As we end each day, we want to dismiss your student to you in a safe manner. To help us do that, we ask that you're reminded of some simple CCS carpool procedures. All families will be given a carpool number that will be used for dismissal. All those picking up students may pick up in the carpool line that is in the bottom parking lot, unless you're picking up preschoolers, in which case you'll be given specific directions by your preschool teachers and directors during the orientation in the classroom. At 3:10, all students are dismissed to their carpool rooms. Preschool through 6th grade stay in their classrooms, while grades 7 through 12 will go to their assigned carpool room. Students will wait to hear their carpool number given over the intercom, at which time they'll leave their classroom to go straight to their awaiting car. No student will be permitted to leave their carpool room unless their carpool number has been called to go outside or to go to the lobby. For your child's safety, please do not text your student to come to your car, bypassing the carpool dismissal. Students may also be picked up in the school lobby. Those picking students up in the lobby will need to give their carpool number to Mrs. Keating at the office by 3:08 for a 3:08, 3:15, or 3:30 call down. Elementary students at that time coming to the lobby will line up at the desk that will be at the bottom of the stairs in the lobby, and a faculty member will hand them over to their respective parent or guardian. Middle school, high school students may come down when called to the lobby and go straight to their parents. At the end of the carpool, students will be dismissed to extended child care, where they will be cared for by our ECC director, Mrs. Marianne Cunningham, and her assistant, Miss Allie Liming, for the K through 12, and by Mrs. Katie Wilcox for the preschool children. Thank you for helping us with these simple guidelines to ensure your child is safely delivered to you at the end of their school day. As I finish up this video blurb, let me thank you for allowing us to engage with your child this year in their Christian education. In the words of one of my life mentors, President Emeritus of Compassion International, Dr. Wes Stafford, every child you encounter is a divine appointment. As your child's teachers and administrators have prayed over the summer for your child, we truly believe that our time with your child is going to be a divine appointment. We look forward to what God has for all of us during these divine appointments this year. What a gift to partner with you in equipping the next generation to impact the world for Christ. This is Calvary.
Hello parents, this is Mark Ross. I'm the Dean of Men. First thing I want to talk to you about today is high school retreat. We're coming up to the very first big event we have at the beginning of the year. It's at the end of August. And this is a time every year that we use to connect and reconnect with classmates and teachers. It's also a time to focus our hearts and our minds on Christ. And it's also a time for fun and for fellowship as we kick off a new school year. In orientation, you'll have a packet of information that you can pick up at the front tables when you come in for orientation. It'll list dates when this is going to happen. It'll list the place that we're going to go. And it has also information on there about what your student or students need to bring for a retreat. So please make sure that you pick that up. Also, I want to mention Code of Conduct. There are some changes in the Parent-Student Handbook. Please make sure you are noting that. Please go to your Parent-Student Handbook and see all the changes and modifications to our Code of Conduct. It's important that you and your students are aware of what information is in there. I tell students all the time, ignorance of the rules does not absolve you of the responsibility to follow the rules, nor does it absolve you of the consequences for not following the rules. So make sure that you go in there and read those. It's important that you know that. Also, dress code. There's a few modifications to dress code in there. Please make sure you read that in your Parent-Student Handbook. There's a few of those that are important for daily activities. Make sure that your student is following the proper dress code guidelines that are listed in your Parent-Student Handbook. And finally, this is for parents of sophomores. We will have our sophomore trip at the end of October and beginning of November. Please make sure you are visiting your sophomore homeroom teachers to pick up that packet of information. It is important that you have that. It helps list out what we're going to be doing that week, but it also has permission forms in there that need to be signed and returned. Please make sure you're picking that information up so that you are informed about what we're doing and where we're going and when it's going to happen, and also that you have those necessary forms to fill out and turn back in. Thanks.
Hi, I hope you all have had a great summer. We're looking very forward to everybody coming back to school and having a great school year. Of course, you know I'm the schedule person, so I am here to talk to you just a moment about schedule changes. This is only for middle and high school, 7th through 12th grade. I'm hoping that you've seen your schedule and that everybody is thrilled with what they have and that nobody wants to change anything. But just in case that's not the fact, you will have to pick up a schedule change request form from Mrs. Keating in the front office, and you'll fill this out according to what you want to drop and what you want to add. You do need a parent signature, so you'll need to get that taken care of and then bring it back to school and give it to me. Or you can turn it in at the office and Mrs. Keating will get it to me. Please understand that this is just a request. A lot of classes are already full, and so unless somebody moves out of a class, there won't be room. So don't think that you can just put this down and it's definitely going to happen. It's just a request, and some requests will not be able to be met. But you're welcome to try. I can tell you right now that 4th block study hall is completely full for high school, unless somebody drops that, which usually doesn't happen. But just in case, just so you know that you don't need to request the study hall. Just remember, you only have until Thursday, August 22nd to turn this form in. So make sure you get this and turn it in by 3 o'clock on August 22nd, the Thursday after school starts. Thank you, and looking forward to seeing you soon.
An important aspect of our Christian walk is serving others. We want to help parents build that attitude into their children. Therefore, beginning with the 2019-2020 school year, each CCS student will be required to complete 15 hours of service each year as part of their graduation requirement. This will culminate with the class of 2023 and following classes having the requirement of 60 hours through their high school career. As stated in the earlier email I sent out, students in NJHS, NHS, and Beta Club can use those required service hours. Additionally, students may earn hours over the summer, mission trips, and other volunteer opportunities are acceptable. Please see Mr. Cris Sexton if you have any questions regarding whether an activity qualifies.
I'm Jackie Keating, I'm the receptionist.
And I'm Mark Ross, I'm the Dean of Men.
We have just a few things regarding attendance to make you aware of. When a student is absent, parents must call in or email the school office prior to 8:15. If a phone call or email is not received, the absence will be considered unexcused.
In order to participate in any school-sponsored activities, students must be present to school by 9:30 a.m. on the day of the activity.
Parents requesting for their students to attend a siblings program will need to sign the student out and back in on the attendance sheet in the office. Parents should email the teacher prior to this assembly to let them know of the absence. It will be considered an excused tardy, and if the student misses more than 90 minutes of class time, it'll be an excused half day.
If a student leaves school for a doctor's visit because they are sick, when they return to school, they need to bring a note from the doctor. Additionally, these students are not permitted to return for athletic practices or competitions that day.
If a student is absent from school or leaves school early due to an illness, they will not be allowed to return to practice, play, or perform. Again, this is due to illness, so it would not cover routine physicals, dental exams, or orthodontic appointments.
If a student comes in late or leaves early for a doctor's appointment that is not due to sickness, i.e. routine physicals, dental or orthodontic appointments, etc., they are required to bring a doctor's note. Additionally, a student cannot participate, play, perform that day if they do not bring a note.
If you believe an exception to this policy is warranted and you're an athlete, please contact Mr. Leach, our athletic director. Other middle school or high school students should contact Mr. Ross, and any elementary students should contact Mrs. Burns.
A reminder, middle school and high school students, that 5 unexcused tardies will get you a detention. This is a non-demerited detention, meaning that demerits do not get added to your behavioral account. So, but you still have to serve a normal detention after school on Tuesdays and Thursdays for 45 minutes after school. And what was that last thing?
They don't reset.
Oh, they don't reset too. Thank you, Jackie.
Hi, welcome to Calvary Athletics. We're extremely excited to start a new year here at Calvary with our sports. Just wanted to give you a short, brief overview of our athletic program. We've been a member of KHSAA since 1998, and we participate in the 37th district, and we have currently 13 varsity sports. That also funnels down to our middle school and even into our elementary. So we're very excited about our sports program here at Calvary. Just want to give you a couple reminders. The best place to find information about our athletic department is on the website. If you go to the school website, click on the athletics tab, you'll find all the information that you need. Schedules, forms such as physical forms, driving forms, things that you're going to need. One of the important things on the website is our database of coaches, and it gives their email addresses so you can contact a coach if you have questions. My door is always open. My email address is on the website, so if you have any questions about the athletic department here at Calvary, please reach out to me. And again, we're extremely excited about this year. We love giving our students an outlet, and athletics is a really good way to do that. And so come and join us at games, visit the website, get the schedules, and come and visit us and be a part of Calvary Athletics. Just as a reminder, if you're a parent of a student athlete or you're interested in knowing more information about the program, we are having a meeting on August the 12th at 5:30 in the gymnasium. And I'll try to answer all the questions that you have, give you a broader overview of what's going on in the athletic department. And so if you have a student athlete, please come and join for our meeting on August the 12th. Thanks.
My name is Christopher Sexton, and I am the calculus and pre-calculus teacher here at Calvary. I'm also the chairman of the Math and Science Department. This year, I'll be adding a title to my job description, and that is full-time curriculum director. The purpose of a full-time curriculum director is to ensure the cohesive flow from one grade to the next in all subject matters. It's also to ensure that we're meeting all the standards that we have adopted. And we have adopted in an effort to continue our educational excellence, the college and career readiness standards. So it's my job to make sure that we are implementing that in each grade level. I'm very excited to be doing this to ensure that our students are being equipped for a mind for Christ. Thank you, and I'm looking forward to an amazing school year.
It's a beautiful day here at CCS, and in just a few short days, this parking lot will be filled with cars, and in fact, there'll be almost 400 vehicles coming and going during the school day. Parents dropping students off, students parking in the back parking lot, and faculty coming to school. It is very important that you obey a few simple instructions while you drive on campus. First, as I did last year, I remind you, this is an arrow. You should always drive in the direction of the arrow. When you drive against the arrow, you run the risk of running into other vehicles or hitting our students. So please, for the safety of all those people involved, please drive with the arrow. Secondly, this is a speed bump. We took these up last year. However, I've noticed that the speed of those driving on campus has begun to creep up. I don't want to have to put these back out. However, I need to remind you that the speed limit on campus is 20 miles an hour, and that applies to everybody. So please, for the safety of our students and those driving on campus, please don't drive faster than 20 miles an hour. Finally, this is our lower parking lot. This is our main lot. Everybody will pick their students up in this parking lot at the end of the day. However, in the morning, you can drop off students in this parking lot and in the upper parking lot by the American flag. I encourage middle and high school parents to drop off their students down here, elementary, especially lower elementary, to drop theirs off in that parking lot. We do have another parking lot here at CCS. That's the back parking lot. That's where faculty and students park. If you find yourself in that parking lot dropping your kids off, you have done wrong. No one should ever drop off or pick up in that back parking lot. Why would anybody in their right mind want to drive their vehicle into a parking lot filled with student drivers? So for the safety of those students who are walking across that parking lot, along with their, in many cases, younger siblings, please stay out of that back parking lot. Use this main parking lot or the upper parking lot for morning drop-off. If we can abide by these few simple rules, we can make safety here at CCS primary, and we can provide for an orderly drop-off and pickup. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Laurie Switzer, and I'm the registrar here at CCS. And I just want to cover two things with you today. The first one's RenWeb, and then orientation day forms. For RenWeb, if you're having any issues with logging in or you forgot your password, you can email me and I'll happily help you get that set back up, or you can always call the school and dial extension 102 to reach me. Also, under RenWeb, there is an option for you as families to keep your information updated anytime you change cell phones, addresses, emails. You can do it on your own. You don't have to call us. And you can do that once you're on the home page by clicking on the Parent Information tab and then clicking on the words Family Demographic Form in the center of the screen, and that will take you to all of your information. And also, under the parent information at the bottom of the screen, you need to choose how often you would like to receive the grade reports. And you can choose never or daily or monthly, however you want to do that. That's where you need to fill that out. And then second, on orientation day forms, every family needs to bring in forms for your children, and you'll find those on the school website at ccsky.org. Click on the current parent tab and then go to orientation day forms. Find the forms that are for your child's grade level and fill those out, download them, and bring them in, and I'll have boxes out in the front lobby for you to place those. I think that's it. So I look forward to meeting you all and starting another school year, and if you need any help throughout the year, feel free to email me. We're always here to help any way we can. Thanks.
I want to thank all of you who helped with our bus campaign and annual campaign last year. We collected over $120,000 for the bus, on top of exceeding our annual campaign goal of $135,000. This year we have the same annual campaign goal of $135,000. We will use the funds to bridge the gap between tuition payment and the actual costs of Christian education. We will continue to update and improve the facility, supplement our athletic and arts programs, and expand our students' educational opportunities. Additionally, these funds are used to provide professional development opportunities for faculty and financial assistance for qualifying families. This year, our major project, which we introduced last year, is the gutting and rebuilding of our STEM labs. This is a full team effort. We challenge our faculty and staff and executive committee members, Calvary Baptist Church staff, and our school families to participate. Together, we can make this happen.
Hi everyone, I am Rachel Cornell and I am the Marketing and Development Director here at Calvary Christian School. I have a few quick reminders for everybody for this upcoming school year. So our first fundraiser of the school year is going to be our CCS golf outing, and that is going to be on Friday, October 11th at Devou Park Golf Course. And if you golfed last year, we are praying for no rain, but we know it's going to be a great day regardless. It's going to be a great time for golf and food and fellowship with other golfers. So if you're interested in signing up or you want to become a whole sponsor, feel free to email me and let me know. Next, I wanted to talk about our annual campaign. Our goal for this school year is going to be $135,000. If you're interested in donating a tax-deductible donation, feel free to email me if you have any questions, but there are 3 ways that you can give. You can give via the CCS app, you can give via PayPal on our website, or you can just mail in a cash or check donation. The next thing I want to talk about is the CCS app. If you have an iPhone or an Android, just search Calvary Christian School in your app store and you should see our logo, and then you would just hit download. I would encourage everybody to download the app just to stay current on all things Calvary. The school calendar is on there, the athletic calendar is on there, and there are a lot of nice resources for current families on there as well. So if you guys have any questions regarding the app, just email me to let me know, and we hope to see you soon. Thanks.
During the winter, we often get inclement weather. I have the unenviable task of deciding whether we have school or a delay. It is a no-win situation. CCS students and faculty come from 6 different counties. What it is doing here at the school may be very different from what's happening where you live. Every year I get a number of complaints about the decision made. You will get updates via Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, the CCS app, email, and local TV stations. Here are some thoughts on my rationale. The decision I make is always based on student safety. We have a large percentage of our high school students driving on very narrow, curvy roads before the sunlight. I'm concerned for their safety. If we do not cancel or delay, but the roads are questionable where you live, stay home until they're safe. Simply call us and let us know. It will be excused. I will try to make the call as early as possible. However, I've been burned by faulty forecasts before, so I shy away from basing that decision on a forecast. On extremely cold days, with very low wind chills, I must also think about faculty members who are forced to stand outside in the morning and for up to 25 to 30 minutes or longer in the afternoon. I'm well aware that my decisions in this area will not please everyone. I'm well aware that snow days and delays cause inconveniences. However, I must ensure student safety, and I'm sorry for any inconvenience it causes.
I'm Mindy Wright. I am the president of the PTCA here at Calvary, and for everyone who always asks, the C stands for Cougar Association. The PTCA organizes 4 fundraisers a year. We only conduct 4 because number 1, we're really good at those 4, and number 2, everyone is crazy busy and we don't want to overwhelm our volunteers. So the first fundraiser is the Penny War. This is a new fundraiser that we did in the fall last year, and the kids had a great time with it. Each class is teamed up with another class to try and bring the most pennies to fill their class jar. And they can use silver money to take away pennies or points from the other classes. The school benefits both ways, and the kids have a blast. The second fundraiser is the Christmas Boutique, where the elementary students can shop for Christmas presents for their families and friends, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, even their pets. The third fundraiser is the Valentine Candygrams, where bags of candies can be sent from parents to student, student to student, student to teacher, etc. And then the fourth fundraiser is the Cougar Crop. And this is the biggest fundraiser that we have. It involves people from all over who come to scrapbook, craft, sew, or just sit at a table and visit with their friends. Last year we raised over $10,000 just from the Cougar Crop alone. If you ever wondered what the PTCA does with the money we raise, well, each year we provide a meal for the teachers during Teacher Appreciation Week. We provide a meal for the faculty during the Faculty Awards Lunch at the end of the year. And we use most of the funds to help provide additional educational related needs. This past year, the biggest thing we were able to do was to help cover the cost of our new school bus. So we really do use the money to benefit not only the school, but our kids as well. So what do I need from all of you? First of all, I understand that all of you are super busy with work, kids, church, sports, practices, and at least at my house, everybody thinks they should eat 3 meals a day. The last thing you need is another commitment to be obligated to show up to. Joining the PTCA is basically being willing to help us provide 4 great fundraisers that are super successful. You're not committing to coming to monthly meetings or any financial obligation. We just need your help when the time comes for fundraisers. Everything from making food, wrapping gifts, making candy bags, setting up for these events, etc. Besides, we're so fun, everybody wants to hang out with us. We will also be hosting a new mom's breakfast during the first couple weeks at school. So if you are a new mom to Calvary, please try to make it to this event. It's a great way to get connected with other new moms and some seasoned Calvary mommies as well, and they can give you the inside scoop. If you'd like to help us in any way this year, be sure to fill out your volunteer interest form for the PTCA, and be sure to indicate which event or events that you're willing to help with. We look forward to serving you throughout this year. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to contact me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Colleen Hennemann. I am going to be facilitating our Moms in Prayer group here at Calvary this year, and I just want to tell you a little bit about it. I have been attending Moms in Prayer for the past 3 years, and I can personally tell you that I have experienced many answered prayers for myself and my family, as well as seen many answered prayers for other families and other children and teachers and administrators here at Calvary. I just want to invite you to come to Mothers in Prayer on Wednesday mornings from 8 to 9 a.m. We have a great group of women. It's a non-judgmental zone, and we often have fellowship afterwards with coffee or breakfast. But what I really want to say is that prayer is not just something that you can do or a last resort, but is the most powerful thing that we can do for our kids. And I truly believe that, and I invite you to come if possible. And if you can't, please contact me at mip@ccsky.org and send me a list of prayers that you might like for your children or your family.
Hi, my name is Cindy Moran, and I run the TRIP program here at Calvary. TRIP stands for Tuition Reduction Incentive Program, and it's a program where we buy certificates for all your shopping needs. You purchase them at face value, and the difference between the discount that we get them at and your face value is what we save for you in an account. Once we get all the credits for you tallied up, we will disperse them to you twice a year, every 6 months, and it's August that you use in September, and then we'll disperse it again in January for you to use in February. And these credits will then be applied to your account and discount your tuition for those months. We order every Tuesday morning at 9 o'clock. We ask that you have them in by 9, and we then have them come in on Thursday, where you can pick them up in the office if you owe, or you can have them delivered to your student. And we deliver preschool through 6th grade, and then the middle school and the high school, they get called down to the office. You order online, and this website that you go to is shopwithscript.com. This is where we do all the ordering, so you can go on, set up your account, get your orders in, and if you have any questions about doing that, you can email me. To find the information, we have it on the website. You would go to ccsky.org, choose Support Services, and then choose TRIP. And under that, you should see the TRIP policies, you should see an order form, you should see how to get started, and there's an enrollment code that you're going to need to connect you to Calvary. So make sure you use that when you set up your account, and then you're good to go. I can always use volunteers. I have volunteers that help me with the computer and the ordering side on Tuesdays, and then I have volunteers that help with filling the orders on Thursday. So if you're interested in doing any of this, fill out the volunteer form and turn in the office, and I'll be giving you a call. One thing that can make this program really work for you is if you network with family and friends, the savings goes up even faster. So don't delay, do it right away, get signed up, and let's have a great school year.